Hello everyone. This week you learned about objects that are symmetrical, meaning they have one or more lines of symmetry. That was on Monday. On Tuesday and Wednesday you learned about different attributes or features that we can classify triangles based on. For example, you learned about side length on Tuesday and angle measurements on Wednesday. Today we use what we have learned to solve for missing angles or missing sides. Let's go over today's lesson. This is just a summary of what you have learned. Classifying triangles by side. You learned about these symbols. If you see 3 of them, it means it's an equilateral triangle. If you see 2 of them, it's just isosceles triangle. And if you see none of them, it's scaling triangle. You also learned about triangles that have only acute angles, less than 90 degrees, triangles with one right angle, right triangle, and triangles that have one obtuse angle, which we call them obtuse triangle. Okay. If I know that equilateral triangles have 3 equal sides, so if I give you one of the sides and I put a question mark for the rest of them, do you think you can solve for those? Of course you can. If you know one, you know the rest of them are the exact same length, right? Same for isosceles triangle. If I know one of these 2 sides, I know the measurement of the other. In equilateral triangles, you also learned about all equal angles. So if I give you one of them, you know the rest of them. And you will learn in future lessons that equilateral triangles have always 60 degrees angle, nothing else. For scaling triangles, you're going to solve more problems tomorrow because you're going to learn about perimeter and side lengths. Then you can work with this type of triangle more tomorrow. Let's go over the first example. Triangle DEF is an equilateral triangle. 2 of the angles are 60 degrees. What is the last one? Technically, I could give you just one of them, right? What do you think is the last one? If you said 60 degrees, you're correct. Angle F is 60 degrees. You can call this angle by letter F, which is on the vertex, or EFD. The other side is correct too, DFE. You know 2 of the side lengths are 4 inches. The last one, because it's equilateral, is the same measurement, right? 4 inches. And this one, this is an isosceles triangle. These 2 angles are equal, and these 2 sides have the same length. If this is 3 inches, what is the other one? Yes, it is 3 inches. If this is 75 degrees, the other one is also 75 degrees. This is another example. On this one, I just gave you one because you don't technically need even more one of these. This is also an equilateral triangle. This symbol tells you that, right? And this symbol for the angles. So if one of the angles is 60 degrees, we know the other 2 are also 60 degrees. If one of the side lengths is 3 inches, the other 2 also are 3 inches. This is an isosceles triangle. If this side is 5 inches, the other side is 5 inches. If this angle is 70 degrees, the other angle is 70 degrees. Perfect. Okay guys, there is a cool link here. Just click on it and explore. I'm going to show you a couple of examples. The only thing I didn't like about this was that I couldn't hide these so I can test myself. So just practice with it. So I'm going to click here so you don't see any measurement right now. You can guess even if you don't look up here. If it says acute triangle, it means it's classifying this triangle based on angles, not based on side length, right? You have the classification based on side length right here, up here, scalene, isosceles, and equilateral. And these are the classifications based on angles. You can just click and play with it. So if I click on this one, it changes my triangle to one that has an obtuse angle, angle A. It doesn't look obtuse, right? Let me click on angles and we see the measurements. It's just 1 degree above 90, but it is still counts an obtuse, right? Perfect. Okay, I'm going to hide the measurements again. Acute. So this is also, you see how close this is to the right angle? I'm assuming it's maybe, I don't know, 89 something. Let's click on it. Yeah, so it doesn't matter how it looks. You need to have the measurement. If you remember in on Wednesday's lesson, Mrs. Staten used a ruler to show you the right angle. She used the corner of the ruler to show you if this is a right angle or not. So even though it's 1 degree below 90, it is still counts as acute angle. Then you can click here. It didn't say much difference, right? But if I click on it, it's exactly 90 degrees. You can also go on a scaling. Then click on sides, because this is the classification based on sides. Size measurement, none of the sides are equal. You can click on isosceles. 2 of them should be equal. Which 2 do you think are equal? I'm guessing CB and CA. Yeah. Therefore, these 2 angles are equal to right angle A and angle B. So if I click on it, you see that? Whenever 2 sides are equal, the angles that are in front of those 2 sides are always equal. Remember that. Then if I click on equilateral, we said that equilaterals always have angle measurements of 60, right? Always, always. And then the side length, they're all 100. Guys, you will learn about this rule later. 3 angles of a triangle add to 180 degrees. I didn't see it as part of 4th grade curriculum, but then this is a rule for triangles. Whatever measurement angles you have, all 3 of them always add up to 180. And that's part of the reason you can never have more than 1 right angle or more than 1 obtuse angle in a triangle. Okay, sweethearts, just play with it. You can just click on any of these, practice with them, reset it, and work all over again. I hope you enjoy playing with it and exploring more examples. Have a wonderful day. Happy learning.